Good morning, YouTube. Another day of chick log. Today marks the 2-week life milestone for the chicks. Let's see how they're doing. You guys get bigger overnight with all that food that you scarfed down yesterday? Okay, so last night after I took out the bucket, oh dude, careful. Excuse me, oh, he's after my ring. You think they're hungry? They peck at the hand that feeds them when they're hungry. I fed them wet food after I took out the bucket, and I, stop it, hey. Oh, yeah, they're after the ring. I fed them wet food, but first I took out the bucket and I actually took a dustpan and I scooped out all the food. It was almost, with the wood shavings that are mixed in, a 5-gallon bucket of food and wood shavings. I realized last night when I was making the videos that the wet food expanded. So yeah, they're emptying the tray, but they're eating less food. So I need to feed them more of it because I have 3 days worth of food down here. Still a lot left. The problem with the wet food is it's chunky. So it doesn't come out of the cup quite as easy as dry. Excuse me, hungry bird. Well, until I get the automatic feeder going again, I'll feed them wet food. And I'll feed them twice a day. But the wet food is working on the water. They're definitely drinking less of it because they're getting some of it from the food. All right. It's a good morning check. Excuse me. Last but not least, I promised to show you the bucket. So here's the bucket. I put 3 days worth of food in there. So 15 cups. And then I put water in it until the water was 2 inches higher than the food. And I mixed it by hand. And now it definitely smells like a sourdough starter, so there's beneficial bacteria in it. If it smelled nasty, that'd be bad bacteria or mold. We don't want that. Anyway, see you later. It is 5:30. Totally blew off recording the noon visit, but I have an exciting change. I'm going to leave for a few days, and my wife is going to take care of these little buggers. And so I thought, why not make her life a little easier? Yesterday, you saw my failure in automatic feeders, but today
We've upped our game in the automatic waterer department. So I'm going to show you the automatic waterer and tell you how it works. So this is just a 1-inch piece of PVC capped off on this end and supported by a metal bracket. And inside of it are just nipple waterers. You can buy them on Amazon or at Tractor Supply. I got mine at Tractor Supply. And then I have a 1-inch elbow here. And then a 1-inch to 1/2-inch threaded adapter to a hose bib adapter, because the threads in a PVC pipe are not compatible with a hose. You're like, well, why do you have a hose? Of course you'd ask that question because you're very bright and intuitive. Well, the hose connects to that and then goes through the mesh on the side, and it goes running along my super dirty garage and up to this elevated bucket. Now this bucket spigot, or the bottom of the bucket, is higher than the pipe in the brooder, which means it has some itty bitty tiny amount of water pressure to the drip watering system, but not enough to make them leak. There's a hole in the lid, but I've also left it ajar, so when my wife comes out here, she can just easily pick up the lid and go, yep, plenty of water, down the lid, done. But the other thing about checking the water in the bucket is you actually want to see that the water level is going down. That's important, because if it's not, there's something wrong in here. Let me set you up and we'll get to the feed. Having the drip water in here really frees up a lot of space. I didn't even introduce the chicks to it. All I did was reach underneath it and go tap, tap, tap. And they're like, that moves? And it was pretty funny watching them get used to it, because every time that they bit it, they would run away like it was acid. And it's just water coming out. A downside to using the drip watering system is they will get underneath it all wet. So you kind of have to throw a little extra wood chips on it if it starts to stink like, oh, I don't know, wet chick poop. They thoroughly decimated their feeder. With the wet food having expanded the area of the feed, I'm now having to feed them twice a day. So first thing in the morning, which you saw, and then now. Here it comes, the pile of wet food. The starving chicks are so happy. They eat better when I sing. Not. They're definitely starting to smell like teenagers. My whole shop stinks. But that's going to happen with heritage birds or with meat birds. But the meat birds will do it more because they're eating more. The heritage birds did not eat anywhere near what these guys put down. All right, you've seen them fight over food before. So I will see you in a few days, because I'm going to pick up my grandson. And then the next time we do a chick log, it will be with extra cuteness.